Hello, guys. I am Timothy Earl from Picks Parlays and Earl Sports Bets, and welcome back to another edition of Bet Win Repeat. Um, we've got some games today. We've got some college basketball starting up. We got some NBA, 3 NHL, a couple college football. I believe we're going to be having Sean Higgs joining us today. I believe he's the one on the schedule. Yep, we'll have Higgs with us today. So. Definitely somebody fun to talk NBA with, so that's gonna be good. No, we got a bunch of games to talk over today. But before we kind of jump into all of that, obviously I'm not Lenny. Although I'm wearing the Lenny shirt, I'm not Lenny. He has all the contest stuff. I don't. He'll be back tomorrow. He had something personal that he had to get done today. I don't know, some type of surgery or whatever with something. But he'll be back tomorrow. But if you guys want to join all the contest pages, Picks and Parlays contest page, link to that's right down below. If you guys are interested in any plays from any of the cappers over at picksandparlays.net, NCAAF will save you 20% off the entire site. Make sure you guys are liking, sharing, subscribing, ringing the bell for notifications for you, so that you know every single time we go live for Bet Win Repeat Monday through Friday at 1 o'clock. So make sure you guys, if you guys are interested in that, or if you guys can, like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell. And download the Picks and Parlays app. It's available on Google Play and on the Apple Store. That's where I personally I have it on my phone. And personally, whenever I use it, it's always to check out the consensus report, because hey, I'm on there, so it's always good to try to figure out what most people are on today. So, like, football game tonight, Eastern Michigan and Toledo. There you go. That's the consensus report. 4 people on Eastern Michigan, 1 person on Toledo, 2 on the over, 1 on the under. They have for that game, for the Golden State game, Akron game, Bowling Green, Mississippi State, the Vegas Golden Knights, Miami and Memphis, Boston, Phoenix. They have a lot of games on here on the consensus report. So download the Picks and Parlays app, and you guys will be able to check out all of those. It's linked down below. I'll quickly we have nobody in chat, but we do have a big NBA slate today, and I don't know if I could find a more perfect person to talk about it than our guest today, which is Mr. Sean Higgs. Higgs, big NBA. I know you're excited.
Love the NBA. Nothing but action in the NBA, baby. Here we go. You know what though? 8-1 in my NBA picks this season. 89% on the sites.
Nice.
Not too bad. 6-3 in midday money. So I have, and I do like the Nets today.
Me too.
I do like the Nets, and I thought about taking the Cleveland Cavaliers today. This line keeps going up, and everybody loves the Thunder.
That's what I said. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm like, I am high on this Thunder team this year. I really like this team. This line has gone from a 1 to a 2.5.
Yeah.
Why? I looked at injury reports. Nothing. They're healthy. No people sitting out. And it's the Thunder. You're not going to get people sitting out on the Thunder because it's all young guys. So, and all of a sudden, Cleveland they get Jared Allen back, and they look good. They have a win over Golden State in their last game. I look at them and go, give me Cleveland. I think Cleveland can go on a nice little run.
I agree with you. I agree. I don't understand this line here. Give me the Cavaliers. Give me the Cavaliers.
Yeah. I think, and with Brooklyn, me and you are both on them. 6-0-1 against the spread. Hard to kind of go against that. So I'm just going to keep riding out Brooklyn until the wheels fall off that one.
I don't see why. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. I don't understand why someone wants to get in front of a team, especially when you have a team like the Clippers who, here comes Harden, it's Kawhi, it's PG3 or whatever. I mean, like, it's the whole aura, and I got a new superstar trying to find a spot on his team, favored no less on the road, versus a team that's traded away quote unquote superstar guys for role guys or lesser players. Like I said it last year. I was looking to bet the Nets. I'll do it again here. The old disrespect card. Give me 5 points. I don't care what it is.
Yeah, and I kind of look at it the same way as I viewed the Phoenix Suns last year. What did the Clippers just do? They traded for a big player and got rid of half their bench.
Yep.
When has that ever worked? This team, the Clippers came out good last game and then completely fell apart in the second half. Like, once your older players get going in the game and they get tired and you have no bench to go off of. And I looked at the lineup. You got Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, Isaiah Zubac. I look at it and go, man, this is a great team for like 2017, 2018. What are we doing in 2023 with this starting lineup? Doesn't make sense to me. No, I'm on Brooklyn. I'm not high on this Clipper team at all. I liked them a little bit before the Harden trade. I do not like them after the Harden trade.
I agree.
For sure. But we're not here to talk NBA with you because we got college basketball. But spread or money line.
I don't mind. Sometimes you know me in NBA. It's just some spots you kind of like things in some spots. And that's why I look at NBA, especially early. Yeah. And again, what is up with this like crazy mid-season tournament crap? Like a week into the season, hey, we're gonna have a tournament.
Yeah, I remember seeing an interview with Bones Highland. He goes, "Yeah, I'll be honest, I have no clue what's going on. Like, your players don't even know what's going on with this mid-season tournament. Why should we? How are we supposed to know? I follow it. It doesn't make sense. It's so stupid. Yeah, mid-season tournament. We're gonna have it 4 games into the year.
Exactly, 4 games into the year.
No, it's stupid in my opinion, but it is what it is. They want to try to make it cool. No, it's stupid. I went to college basketball yesterday.
How is it making it cool?
No, it's not.
Davis, I went 0-2 on in midday money. 0-2 on my picks. I had Northern Iowa, nice overtime loser. You got to love that. Go to overtime.
I might or might not have been on North Texas. Never in doubt.
Davis, I'm 7-11 in college hoops to start the year, and I have 6 games already that have fallen into the 1.5 point range already.
Oh,
or in North Texas case, I was getting 4.5 or 4 and end at 6.
I got minus.
But still, an OT loser. It's going to fall into that kind of a tough loss. So I'm already got half of out of 18 games. I got 6 that are falling into either way categories already. It's going to be a long season.
Hey, welcome to college basketball.
Hello, sports betting.
Yeah, I look at mine. Like last night, I had Sacramento State. I had them plus 13. They lose by 14. There's a point. I had Auburn last night. They were up big, and then all of a sudden, what was that? Like a 16-5 run for Baylor to end the game. It's just like, really?
Yeah, I mean, Auburn. I said today, somebody's like, I was like, you are a dog on a neutral court, a ranked team. You're a dog on a neutral court. What are you at home against?
I would back Auburn 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, the other night I had Xavier minus 15.5. They win by 14. Missed that cover. Some of these just are like ridiculous. Like I had VCU opening night minus 10.5. They lose by 11. So not even close. But no, there's some games that you lose by a point. It's just like, really? You know, I woke up to Sacramento State losing. It's like, come on, a point. Whatever.
That game, I don't mind losing that Auburn kind of game.
No,
there's games I don't, and this is what separates a pro person from a commoner. I mean, I'm going to lose. I don't look at it as one game because I know I'll have, say, 25 other games that fit that kind of model, and I'll go 16, 7-2 or something like that in it, and I don't look at it as one.
I mean,
game.
I've already lost 2 games like that because I had who do you call it? Was opening Kansas State opening night against USC.
USC.
Yeah, I had that one. It's just like, all right, fine.
Yep.
Let's see. Is there any games like that tomorrow? Any ranked teams tomorrow? Michigan State plays, but they're going to be monster favorites. Who else is ranked that plays tomorrow? It's not that crazy of a slate. Not crazy of a slate today either.
I mean, Southern Cal, but they're playing Bakersfield. St. Mary's, New Mexico is an interesting one because I think St. Mary's is really good. They're ranked.
St. Mary's is always good, so
They'll be they're actually, I think, favored to win the WCC. Like Gonzaga is not. This is not a vintage Gonzaga bunch.
no, it's not.
This
It's
is a
not
step back Gonzaga squad here.
Yeah, this is not going to be as good of a Gonzaga team as
So
it
Mary's should be favored by about a probably like a 3.5 or a 4 here. New Mexico is a team I like to bet on. I like New Mexico. They're always a tough mid-major. They're a tough
team. It's always, if it's ranked team versus unranked team and it's 3 or less, normally I take the dog or I take the unranked team.
Yeah, I mean, if I could, again, I think this should be a 3.5 or a 4. Why do I think they'll probably juice up Mary's to like a 5, 5.5? I'll have to. I mean, they're begging at that point. They're begging me taking New Mexico, but I might have to just on principle. I don't know.
Yeah. My computer completely froze. I can't click on anything right now. That is great. I love it. There we go. Now it's back. Sweet. Boston always beats Philadelphia in basketball.
I like the Sixers tomorrow. Or today. That's today. I'm sorry.
That game's today. That's the one game we didn't talk about on.
We were just
on
talking
ESPN
college hoops. That's why I was confused.
Yeah. No, yeah, he's already in the NBA, which is fine. But no, I like to look at some of those games that are the short dogs. Now, I will say I'm on the opposite. I know you mentioned it earlier in your show. I am on FAU today, and I got it. The thing is, I got it at a 4.5, and they're up to a 6.5 now. So it's kind of interesting. Now, I will say I think FAU is going to be one of those teams, kind of like maybe like North Carolina last year, where the only reason why they're ranked so high is because they made the Final Four.
But this is also a team, though, they got everybody back, basically.
Exactly.
The entire team is
today,
back
so.
here. It's not a
but we'll see whether or not they had a fluky run. Granted, they're now in a, I want to say they're in a tougher conference because Conference USA was not really that good of a conference, and now they bring them up to the American, which American has gotten weaker because there's no Houston, there's no UCF, there's no Cincinnati, but so Florida Atlantic's the clear favorite to win the American, but we'll see whether or not they can keep up with the new conference. That was kind of my worry with a couple of
Loshai's got 5 starters back.
Yeah, both of them do. Yeah,
and this is a neutral court, so that's why I'll lean to Loshai here.
At the 6.5, yeah. At 6.5, I wouldn't be able to touch this game. We got it at a 4.5 yesterday.
Yeah.
That's why we grabbed it. We had, what do we have this game at? Do I have my spreadsheet still up? I don't. I think we had this one around an 8.5 point spread. So, I'm on FAU, but I got it at 4.5. I don't think I would touch it at 6.5 now. SMU basketball. Beat WIU, lose 1 game.
Yeah, I'm not looking at that.
Yeah, no. That's an 18.5 versus Western Illinois. What did Western Illinois do the first game? A losing overtime to UTSA. Interesting. SMU took care of. Oh yeah, the swag, or the something Orderlies of God or whatever, which is a Division 3 school. I remember talking about that one.
I want to take the Leathernecks.
Who?
Western Illinois, aren't they the Leathernecks?
Yeah, they are.
Little Ohio. They're in the OVC, aren't they? Are they in the OVC or in this?
Ohio Valley, yeah. I'm pulling up my spreadsheet to see what exactly I have on this game and what it was last night when we first looked at it. Because we kind of we do our online thing, so that's college. He already set up for tomorrow. Can I get today's? We have this game at a 14 and almost 15 point spread on our numbers. So the fact that they're now 18.5, yeah, it would be kind of a lean towards Western Illinois at this point. But
I can't run out and take West.
I'm not touching it, obviously. We bet our 2 games and that's it. Your hair looks amazing, Tim. Hey, not as good as Higgs, but no. and Lenny, yours does too. Looks beautiful. Good job. What's up, fellas? What's up, Julie? Welcome. Now, I think we've only had one upset so far in college basketball. Did you have JMU beating Michigan State?
No.
I mean, it was only like plus 1150 or something. So
nope, did not have it.
I believe that's the only ranked team to go down?
like to take dogs. I don't just randomly just fade. Like I had St. John's minus 16.5. The line went to 19. They won by 60. I had Ohio State the other night. They were 18-point faves, didn't cover. But again, I'll jump on a big dog. You know, I mean, I don't mind. Like I had Asheville last night plus 13. It came down to 10. Loser. I mean, I had Gulf Coast. They covered. You know, they were getting 13. It is what it is. You got to mix it up. You can't just automatically just say, well, it's a big school and I'm going to – I mean, how many –
You take big teams to blow out little schools.
You know, I had a Creighton minus 29. I'll take Creighton minus 29. I took it. Yeah. I'm not going to lay 35 with Creighton, although they would have covered it anyway.
Yeah.
Tennessee covered. A lot of huge faves covered.
We don't lay a lot of points, but when we have laid more than, say, 10 points this year, it's been pretty good. Yeah. Last night we had the definite sweater with Iowa minus 18.5. They only won by 110 to 68, so that was a close game. Xavier we lost, but we had Wisconsin who blew out Arkansas State. We had Providence minus 18.5. They won against Columbia. We had Penn State minus 18. They blew out Delaware State. We had VCU, which lost outright, but we don't lay a lot of points, but when we do, they normally turn out pretty well for us. So
I mix it up. I'm more of a dog guy, but I do you have to take faves early sometimes.
Oh yeah, especially when they're
and I shouldn't say some early, but anytime.
Yeah, there is times we're going to back faves, and then we're going to back dogs. We're going to probably back more dogs than faves, but we're going to back both. So it's just whatever there's value on. So
I got a 3-pack today. It's a dog and a fave in there and a total.
There you go.
See how we do.
Rock on. I think we have 2 plays up on the site. One of them's FAU. So we'll see.
I might actually come in on low shy right now at 6.5. Believe it or not.
And then let FAU in by 5. We both win and we're both happy.
There you go. Perfect.
How about the Sharks? Did you have the Sharks last night?
No,
you're not going to bet that abomination of a team? They finally won.
I wanted to take the under there, believe it or not.
Yeah,
and I was
looking at it because everybody was on New Jersey and the under and the over. So I'm like, I was on the Sharks, but did not touch the total. Both of them would have worked out.
It would have.
I'm laying the points in Maction tonight. Who's playing Maction tonight? I don't really bet Maction stuff. So you're grabbing Bowling Green against Kent State. That's fair. You're grabbing Miami of Ohio. And then you're fading the play I gave you. Dude, we did a free pick video. You said you liked Eastern Michigan, and now you're betting Toledo.
I put
Lenny lies during videos. Lenny lies during videos.
I put a lean out on Kent State today. I'm like 10.5 at home. I'll take it. I know who's Bowling Green like 10.5. I know they played better Bowling Green. I'm just.
Hey, Bowling Green, going to ask. I said full bounds.
I parentheses it say a little lean action there if you really want to jump in the game. I can't. Yeah. Like I want to just like pump out videos. I'm like I can't just put out a free pick to put out. No. People want to win. Also like, oh, your free picks stink. Well. Sorry, I don't want to bet the game.
They're not our best plays.
I don't want to bet it. Vegas over.
No, I got the Kings tonight.
That's fine. I like the Kings. Let them score 4 themselves. 5 even. 6.
Dove deeper, Tim, and Toledo's going to make a run.
Toledo.
Toledo. Come on, dude.
Problem is they don't cover sometimes, man.
Oh, yeah, they had a stretch where of 5 games in spreads that looked like this, a 17.5, a 19.5, a 13.5, 21.5, and they didn't cover.
Nope.
And he's grabbing VGK in the over. I'm on the Kings. That's my only NHL play today, which NHL has not been good for me, but I'm on the Kings. I'm on the I'm on the Kings tonight. That's my only play.
I just have overaction.
Eastern is so bad. Yeah, but are they 19.5 points bad? I don't know. I think that's too many points for Toledo. They don't cover big spreads.
I would be shocked if they lose outright. I mean, they lose outright in games like this sometimes.
I don't think they lose outright, but I think this is a 7 to 10 point game. Maybe even overtime, maybe. Never know. Imagine EMU Toledo overtime. I could see it.
I'd take the over then.
Yeah, I guess you could, because that would be what? Yeah, you would have to go back and forth in overtime. Yeah, I can see that.
Right? I mean, you're not thinking it's going to be a some kind of 10-10 game.
I don't know. I don't see that. Although MAC unders have been in this year, so I don't know. We'll see with that. Real quick, I'll tag on a little bit of NFL because we do got Thursday night football, a beautiful matchup tomorrow between Carolina and Chicago. I mean, they did a great job with primetime games in the Germany game where they get Carolina, Chicago, Colts, Patriots, Jets, Raiders, and Broncos, Bills. What a great set of primetime games this week. If you don't hear the sarcasm in my voice, then you need to check your hearing. But any big things that stand out for NFL this week for you?
Well, this game's interesting. We did look at lines. This line was 1.5, and now it's 4 for the Bears game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. I guess that's more of Fields probably playing, I guess.
Yeah.
The Colts winning the game is interesting because I can't believe that Indy isn't a field goal favorite. I know they're the Colts. I was high on the Colts to start the year. I had the Colts opening game. That was before Richardson got the nod and Taylor sat out.
Yeah.
But I was high on the Colts because I had Minshew as a veteran quarterback who kind of comes in and game manager type crap.
Yep.
But he had an offensive line. He's got a running back. Now he's got 2 running backs. He's got a decent wide receivers, offensive line, and defense, and they're putting up points. And New England puts up 0 points. They put up more than 17 points twice this year. One in a fluke game versus Buffalo. However, they scored 29 by a miracle.
Yeah,
I had them that versus the Eagle. How is this line a 1.5? I do not understand.
It does not make sense now.
I do not understand.
Which kind of pushes
New Orleans favored on the road. How are you? I can't lay with New Orleans. They're offensively, they're atrocious.
I'm on Minnesota already, so.
I mean, Minnesota, and I had Atlanta. I had Atlanta out of pick 'em last week. Closing line value, pick 'em the 5. I got a loser. Unbelievable. Again, Saints, I can't lay with points on the road.
Nope.
And anything else kind of standing out here?
I kind of like Houston.
Yeah, well,
6.5.
6. This was a 7.5 on Look Headlines, and it's come down a full point, and that's Cincy off a monster win over the Bills. Like you'd think the line would go to 8, and you'd be happy 7.5. It's come down. I don't even want to jump on Houston now. I'm like, what am I missing here? Although I do have the over. I got the over at 46 on the show. Actually, 44.5. It's 48 now, so I'm good with that. Sunday night action. I mean,
under.
Right. This game here, I want to say Vegas. Only way to go, right? They seem like a weight has been lifted off their shoulders with the coach gone. I mean, they're partying up. We got the cigars out and cognac after we beat the Giants. Look at us. We're big playboys. Like that's just crazy. How I mean, I had Vegas last week and I had the over too. It didn't get there. I was like, let's take that over there. But this Jet team, how are you favored? Like exactly. It's almost like you see that. I want to take it's everything says I'm taking Vegas because they got their swag back, right? Everybody's like, we like the coach. It changes the whole atmosphere. Because on the Jet side of thing, they hate the quarterback and they just find ways to not do anything. But yet they're favored.
Well, you could look at it. I feel like
What
I
am I
look at the
missing
way
here?
that
The Jet defense
is
is
the best
good.
in the NFL.
The Vegas defense is not that bad. The Vegas defense, I mean, weather just looked awesome because teams just played down to it. Where the team just playing down said, hey, we could beat these guys 17-10. We don't have to play offense. I don't think that's the case. I think the Vegas defense is okay. And I think Vegas has all the better playmakers right now. I mean, okay, we could say Brees Hall is supposed to be, whatever the case may be. The coordinator is terrible. I know you want to blame
Hackett's awful.
Zach Wilson and him.
I don't blame
He's not
Zach
the
Wilson
problem.
at all.
It's the guy who you got running the show.
Not to mention the offensive line that's in shambles.
It's been shambles
like
for 2 years.
Fourth string center.
2 years it's been bad.
Oh yeah. But at the same time, you look at it. Could the Jets have looked any worse on Monday Night Football?
Well, I mean, did they look any worse when they scored 10 points versus the Giants as well? That's why I liked them on Monday Night Football. I mean,
and then you get the Raiders coming off of a 30-6 win after firing their head coach, GM, offensive coordinator, putting a rookie in there. I don't know. I think a lot of people are going to be super hyped up on the Raiders, and I'm going to be on the Jets. I know, whatever, but I don't think they could look any worse. I think going on the road will be good for them because the Jets are 2-1 on the road. They actually have won road games this year. And with everybody hyped up on the Raiders, I see the Raiders scoring maybe 10 points max. This one's going to be an ugly game. It's not going to be fun to watch. I'll watch it because it's my Jets, but it's not going to be a fun game to watch. This game's going to end like 13-6 Jets. So under and Jets, I think this one's going to be gross. And with a rookie quarterback, I don't really see the Raiders really doing much. But nope, I think, are you frozen? Or are you just you're frozen? He's frozen. Okay. Yeah, Jeff Bezos paid $11 billion for prime time on Amazon. Yes, he did. You like the Vikings? Yes. Raiders? No. Tennessee? No. Hey, you're back.
I froze for a second. I know.
Lions? No, I don't like the Lions this week. I like the Chargers. Vegas is about to go on a run. No, they're not. This week. No Lions.
Then he hits me with the deep thoughts because I froze up.
Hey, it must have been a really good thought. Was it a thought that the Lions are going to lose to the Chargers this week?
Yeah, it's a thought that the Lions are going to be winning the Super Bowl, right? It'd be crazy.
No. You're not supposed to hype him up and make him sound like an idiot. You're supposed to just put him down a little bit. Oh, by the way, Lenny, I see you in the chat. I finally got my shirt back from Jacob. Lenny sent 2 shirts and sent it to Greenville. When Nick opened up the box, his roommate was right there, and the roommate stole my shirt. Nice. That was 2.5 weeks ago. I finally got my shirt back yesterday. I will say the best part about the shirt, I'm not taking it off, it's the back. It says, "Fat guys win Super Bowls." So, yeah, Lenny, I legit told Jacob last night or the other day. I said, I got your ticket to the Sabres game. That shirt better be better come to Raleigh with you in order to get the ticket. So I got my shirt. Damn right. Not a good spot for the Lions. I mean, didn't the Lions just come off of a bye week?
Yes, Lions off a bye week.
So I don't really see how it's a bad spot for the Lions or not a good spot for the Lions, but I think this Chargers team could go on a little bit of a run. They get Detroit, Green Bay. They do get a tough game against Baltimore, which honestly, in my opinion, I think Baltimore is the best team in the AFC right now.
I agree. I said that. And so I'm like, Baltimore, and no one is really giving them any look.
Because it's all just a running game.
It's Mahomes, Tua, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. No one is giving the Ravens a look, and this team has come on. They changed coordinators. They started out a little slow. The last couple weeks,
They look good.
Look really, and the defense is, and they're always going to have a decent defense or
Their defense is good.
a
Yes.
bend don't break defense, I should say.
You look at them the last 4 weeks: win against Tennessee, blowout win versus Detroit, win against Arizona, blowout win versus Seattle. They look good, and I think their offense is only getting better because I know he's my boy, Keaton Mitchell, is going to be a big person in that offense the rest of the year. You already saw his first big breakout game of his NFL career. 9 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown. You're going to see a lot from Mr. Mitchell out of ECU in the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for him. I picked him up on fantasy football in my family league. I was pissed off last week that I didn't start him because he scored 23 points. But he's only going to help out the offense. And I honestly think this Baltimore Ravens team's one of the best in the NFL now.
I agree. Dangerous. No one is,
because everybody's hyping up Kansas City still. Yeah, cool. Cincinnati's finally bouncing back. Okay, Cincinnati faced Baltimore earlier in the year. They lost. So I'm not sold on Cincinnati just yet. Good job, they beat Buffalo. They beat a San Francisco team that, their defense is good, but they've got no quarterback now. They've been switching around quarterbacks, and Brock Purdy hasn't been good. I'm wanting to be more convinced.
I mean, Dabo's supposed to be back. I lean Jags there, believe it or not.
I kind of lean San Fran, but I'm not. I'm not touching that game. That's going to be a good game to watch, maybe, but I'm not touching that game this week. But I think Baltimore. If I had to put a Super Bowl future down, I think I'm doing it on Baltimore. Although I don't think there's much value right now.
I don't hate it. Okay, no arguments from me.
Ravens are sexy enough, but are they dangerous? Aren't sexy enough, but they are dangerous. They are going to be a dangerous team come playoff time. So
they're sexy, and we know it.
Especially because in the playoffs, what's going to win you playoff games? Your running game and your defense. That's what Baltimore's got. So, and they've got a good running back in Lamar Jackson. Oh, quarterback in Lamar Jackson. So, well, hey, it should be fun down the stretch.
He's throwing a little more lately.
Who is?
He's been throwing.
Yes, he has. Although 37 points, and he didn't even get 2 touchdowns, passing touchdowns, all rushing touchdowns. But he has been throwing a little bit more.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. They're looking pretty good.
I agree. I will say I'm already on Baltimore -6.
As much as people think Baltimore's it's a run first, they don't score. They are. Buffalo scored 240 points. They scored 239. Now Miami's leading at 285, but we have that 70-point anomaly for them.
Yeah.
So I kind of. You take away some of that.
The fact that Miami can't beat winning teams.
Yeah. So this offense is as good as any offense out there. We can. It's up there in points. You'll talk about the Eagles. They're right up there with the Eagles. They've scored more than the Niners with Purdy and CMC. Well, they've outscored those guys.
Yep. So yeah, I know a lot of people are high on the flashy teams. I'm not. That's just the way I am.
124 points allowed for them. 124 points, which, by the way, is the least amount of points allowed in football.
Who? Oh, Ravens. Yeah. Defensive. Yes.
Yep.
They've got what they need to win games. That's it. I think we got a lot of stuff covered. Was there anything else you wanted to bring up before we kind of wrap everything up today?
No, you know what I always say when I come on. I tell Lenny, folks, just take it easy. I'm a volume guy. Tim and his brother are volume guys in all sports, NBA, hockey, college hoops. You don't have to run to bet something because it's a freaking 11 o'clock college basketball game or the 2 o'clock Cubby game on a Friday.
You mean we're not supposed to bet the Hawaii game on Saturday?
We do bet volume, but there's other days we don't like stuff. It's all right. It's okay to pass. I as much people don't like to hear that because again, I see it here. It's crazy. People are just nuts.
They just want to
I
bet
don't know.
everything.
I don't know. I just good luck, people. I mean, there's a lot of ways to skin a cat, right? Everybody does their own thing, but you want to be successful, and people always want to do. I could do this long term. I could do this. All right. Well, good luck hanging up and just going for it.
Yeah. But
And you know the comments. You see it. Right? You do,
100%.
you jump on
100%.
we do the Picks for Dave shows, and it's a different. Like Mike came in my show yesterday. I'm like, here's a guy. He's live betting,
Yep.
player props, parlays. Everybody does things different. You need the discipline. That's the problem. Is that people want to do it. They do not have the discipline to last.
Hey, and you need that. So the quicker they learn that, the quicker they'll be able to do this more long term. Eastern plus Washington. 27.5 alternative spread.
What is this for? Eastern Washington. Hold on. I gotta find
it. Just says Eastern. It doesn't say Washington.
Well, I guess I thought it was Eastern Washington football or college hoops. I don't even know. Who knows?
Eastern Michigan plays today, but they're a 19.5. Why are you grabbing?
Oh, so he wants to tease it up?
What are you teasing it with? I sure as hope you're not betting it straight up like that at like minus 250 or whatever. Don't do that. San Francisco. I kind of lean San Francisco this weekend, but I don't know. You got a team that's favorited on the road, who's lost 3 straight against a Jacksonville team that coming off their bye looks really, really good.
They're both off byes, though. That's the thing, though.
They're both off byes. That's right. San Fran. Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I forgot that San Fran had a bye last week. Good luck, unless you're against me. Philadelphia next week against Kansas City. I want to see what happens this week. Kansas City's got a bye. Philadelphia also has both teams off bye. So, what's the spread on that game?
Kansas City?
Kansas City is a 2.5-point favorite on Monday night. Ooh, an actual good Monday night football game. I don't know about that. I don't know. We'll see. I hope you are, Ryan, because Toledo is going to smash EMU. 30.
I mean, you just 30. For that, you got to just lean towards the Chiefs there off a bye week.
Both of them are off bye weeks.
I know, but Andy Reid.
Off bye weeks, yeah. Yeah.
And I know Hurts is banged up. Okay, he's got a week rest, but again, they could have lost a bunch of these games they've won. I know good teams find ways to win. You're going against another good team that finds a way to win. And Chiefs have a defense. Defense first. Chiefs now. They're a defensive first team. Very good defense. Yep. Underrated defense. Nobody talks about it.
Because they were all offense last year. Now they're all defense. This is a Chiefs team that's gone under in 7 out of their 9 games this year.
Take the Chiefs now because it'll be 3. I'm assuming. Yeah, the lines are out, right? It's Wednesday. Here we go.
Yeah, there's already lines out for next week. And, hey, Baltimore 2.5 against Cincinnati. Sign me up. Yeah, there's a couple of them I kind of look at.
Is that on the road? Touchdown? Are they? They're home, the Ravens, too, right? Because Ravens started on the road. So that's a home game for them, I believe.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Wow.
The disrespect. Yeah. Good teams win. Great teams cover.
Yes.
Damn right, Lenny. That's going to do it for this edition of Bet, Win, Repeat. Lenny will be back tomorrow, and I believe it's with Mr. Terrence.
Terrence?
Terrence Edelman.
I was like, who the heck's Terrence? Who's that
Terry.
New guy
it'll be Lenny and Terry tomorrow. So make sure you guys stay tuned. That'll be at 1:00 then, and we'll see you guys next time.